Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Gunsmith Cats, issue number 3, Goldie and versus Misty by Dark Horse Comics, made by Kenichi Sonoda, if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, I must say I'm not a big fan of the covers of this series. It feels, I don't know, weird, but it's mostly I haven't seen this kind of covers before. It doesn't do it for me, but maybe because it's manga, they tell their own story in a different way than we, you know, here used to, in Europe or in the West. So yeah, maybe for Asia this is normal. Yeah, so maybe I'm a little bit nitpicking here. Anyway, okay, let's skip a few pages. Well, not a few pages, one page. So Misty Brown is well, no. This is Rally, by the way. I'm so confused with all these names. We have Misty, we have Rally, we have Goldie, we have Minnie. Oh man, it's so confusing the whole time. So Rally, who's in disguise, is being, she wants to shoot this guy who is a fake cop, and this passenger, not sure if it's a he or a she, tased Rally, and she's convinced, well, oh, I got me a killer, and because the fake cop says that she wants to shoot him, and then she said, here, buy yourself a burger or something, and then takes out his fake bag, and then a distraction happens, and she is still being tased, and she cannot move at all. And then one of these fake cops tell the other fakes, or he shouts at the other cop here, said, she's a decoy, the target is still in the bank. And Rally reacts on that, and then pulls a gun and shoots him. And I like the fact there is, that they are, how do you say, the action is not only normally fast-paced, but what manga is really doing, they actually, well, for instance, in the West, there's a guy pulls a gun, there's mostly some kind of a dialogue between them, and then maybe they are getting in a shootout fest, and then, there's a fight between going on. But in this case, she pulls, he says something, and then she says, quick, before my leg collapses, come on, finger, squeeze. And she actually shoots the gun in an instant because she is in immediately danger, and she, knows that when she doesn't react, she's done for. And so she shoots him, and the other guy comes, and then she starts to shoot him instantly too, and he is getting hit as well. And then, but she can barely stand, and she tries to escape. Well, these guys are not dead; they are mostly hurt in the arms. And then out of nowhere, a Fiat 500 car comes up and almost hits her, and it's Minnie, and Minnie, drags her in, and they are escaping. And I really like that they actually took the time and replicate the car in its fullest detail, but also adding their own spin on it. Like the braking, and the part of the car goes up a little bit, and then we have the springs. I'm not sure is that the right word for what I'm trying to say. It's also going a little bit down. So it really cool. It is really cool. And then they are escaping, and the other try to follow them, but that's too late. Then we switch to the bank, and then we see Goldie and Misty, who is also in disguise. And she said, how did you find me? Well, it seems that she has some kind of affection for Goldie, I mean. And Goldie says, well, I recognize your cute face. So the disguise doesn't work at all. And anyway, she says, come with me if you want, no, let me rephrase that. She said, if you want them to live, I mean, Misty and Rally, is it? No, Minnie and Rally, Jesus Christ, come with me, she says. Don't worry, as long as I have the originals, the tapes, that you just got out of the drop-off box, or the safe deposit box, I won't kill them. And then she get a call. The police department get a call from Rally, And Rally shouts into the mic into the telephone, said, "Hey, Russell," that's probably one of their colleagues, said, "You need to send cars as soon as possible, pronto, and there's no time to explain. There's mafioso there, and they are kidnapping a girl." And that's exactly what they are doing. Goldie, Jesus Christ, is getting kidnapped by Misty. No, the other way around. Misty is being kidnapped by Goldie, and then we see Rally here try to ram them into the car, but then she does this, meaning back off or she's going to get it. And that's exactly what she's going to do. She has been, she cannot do anything. Meanwhile, she's being interrogated. She's getting hit and tortured by these, well, quote unquote tortured, by these guys. And then Goldie says, "I told you, handle with care." And then she breaks his arm. I love that she is also, balls to the walls, no nonsense kind of woman. Although she has a very manly face, in my opinion. Anyway, she says, "Now then, Misty, now you can relax. I would never use something as crude as torture on something I'm growing quite fond of." And then she does this, and it's probably, I don't know, drugs or truth serum. And then the cops, or Misty and Minnie and the other cop, is watching the tapes, and they figure it out that, the criminal evidence about these important figures has been found out. But then she asked the question, if you come up with the results, to grab these guys, are those tapes enough to prosecute? He says. And then this guy says, "Well, the truth, they doubt it. As evidence, they don't quite cut it." And then Rally says, "Then why? Why are they so desperate to get these tapes back?" And then she's got a call from Goldie, and Goldie says, "Hey, you bring me the original tapes, because it seems Misty doesn't have the tapes. I mean, it has been revealed here. The key Misty had on her was my own spare. I just had to move the tapes from her own safe deposit box to the one Minnie and I already had." So basically, Misty is fooling Goldie and the other crooks, for the tapes. But she probably couldn't get away in time, and that's why Goldie kidnapped her. And then Goldie says, "Well, just give me the tapes. I'm going to send a location that you and I can meet. And if you don't going to do that, I'm going to make Misty Brown a drug addict." And she is here all drugged up. And she says, "I wanted to speak to her, see if she's all right. To see if she is all right." She said, "Let me talk to Misty." And then Goldie says, "Of course, but I wonder if she still can talk." And then she says, Misty Brown says, "Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give them the tapes. Just pay. Let them pay for it." And then Goldie explains, "Well, if you don't do what I ask, again, I had to drug her to get the information out. And if you don't do what I ask, I'm going to drug her more. And she is going to be addicted to drugs, to heroin or cocaine. Well, not cocaine, heroin." And then you see the gruzzled face of Misty. This is terrible. Of Rally. By the way, I want to show. I forgot to tell you, this comic has nudity, and I'm not sure if I can show it because, I can't. Maybe I shouldn't, but there is a couple of pages in here to reveal something, but there's also nudity in here. So because Rally, God forbid, is going to take a shower, and she talks, and she still feels the effect of the taser. And I like that. I like the fact that there's still some repercussions about being tased instead of, "Haha, I shrugged it off and I'm going into action again." No. There's still, consequences for that. And so I like that. So skipping a few pages, and then I'm going to show the last one. So here, it's just a naked. And then Minnie comes, and she feels also responsible for not doing her job because of the disguises and the makeup. But then she says, I figured out the little secret. And then she shows the tape. And that's the end of the book. So basically, there is something on the Mafia tapes. There is, I don't know, probably some extra evidence. And that's the reason why Goldie and their goons and the other guy of the company wants to have the tapes. So I'm really curious how that's going to be and what is on the tape. So I'm very curious. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, all these names are just messing with my brain. But I just still like that. I mean, it's a little bit more slow built, if you will, right? It's more like instead of action, and explaining action. Now this, this comic takes its time to build up something, and I like that. So not every issue is throwing action at you. Although I must say this is of course a really cool action scene and a chase scene as well. Really cool. I like the comic. So we see what's gonna happen next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I see you next time. Bye-bye.